First contact wasn't what we expected. No radio signals, no mathematics, no universal language of logic. They spoke in scent. Pheromones so complex, our brains couldn't process them fast enough. Within hours, every diplomat, every scientist, every world leader who met them changed. They smiled too wide, agreed too quickly, called it mutual understanding. I called it what it was: control. My name is Dr. Kira Chen. I'm humanity's ambassador to the Olfae. And I can't smell a damn thing. Anosmia. Born without the ability to smell. My parents called it a disability. The doctors called it irreversible. The government called it immunity. I was the only human in the room who could look at the Olfae and still think for myself. So they made me ambassador. Not because I was qualified, because I was immune. The others? They'd already been compromised. My first meeting with the Olfae was unsettling. Everyone else described them as beautiful, calming. I saw something different. Their bodies were translucent, bioluminescent, constantly shifting colors. But it wasn't beauty, it was communication. Each color, each pattern, a word, a command, a manipulation. They released clouds of pheromones that filled the air like visible smoke. Purple for trust, gold for compliance, red for, I don't know. But I watched a general with 40 years of service drop to his knees and weep with gratitude. I felt nothing, and that terrified them. They asked for resources, mining rights on Europa, access to our genetic databases. Friendship treaties, they called them. Everyone else nodded, signed, smiled. I asked why. The room went silent. Through a translator, a poor woman whose eyes had gone glassy. "Because we are friends. Don't you feel it?" they said. No, I didn't. I asked again. What do you actually want? The translator collapsed. When she woke up 3 hours later, she didn't remember her own name. That's when I understood. I wasn't negotiating with friends. I was negotiating with predators. They quarantined me immediately. Standard decontamination protocol, they said. A sealed room, air filtration, total isolation. The first time I touched another human being in 3 days was through 2 inches of reinforced glass. But isolation gave me something they didn't expect. Time to analyze the data. And what I found, every person who met the Olfae showed the same pattern: hormonal spikes, neural restructuring. Within 72 hours, their brains had been rewired. It wasn't mind control, it was biology. They were making us want to obey. Turning us into willing hosts. And everyone who'd been exposed, they'd never question it. Because they'd never remember being anything else. I wasn't the only one immune. I discovered him in the medical files. Subject 7743. A man with Kallman syndrome. Born without smell, like me. They'd quarantined him, too. His name was Marcus Webb, former military. When I contacted him through the isolated network, his first words were, "They're parasites, aren't they?" Yes, we compared notes. Every person exposed to the Olfae developed the same compulsion. Protect them, serve them, love them. It wasn't friendship, it was biological hijacking. We had maybe 72 hours before the final treaty signing. After that, it would be legal, irreversible. We had to stop it. But we were two people in sealed rooms, while the rest of humanity had already fallen in love with their conquerors. Marcus had access to the ventilation systems, military clearance they'd forgotten to revoke. I had access to the Olfae communication logs. Together, we had a plan. The Olfae weren't actually communicating through scent. They were transmitting data, chemical code that our brains interpreted as trust, love, obedience. But it was just information, and information can be corrupted. We synthesized a counter-pheromone, not to make people hate the Olfae. We couldn't do that. But we could disrupt the signal, create noise in the communication, give people 30 seconds of clarity. We needed to flood the treaty signing chamber with our counter-agent, which meant one of us had to leave isolation. One of us had to walk into a room filled with Olfae pheromones and manually release it. Marcus volunteered. He had military training, better equipped for infiltration. But I couldn't let him. He had a daughter. I saw her photo on his desk feed, 8 years old, smiling. I had no one. I was always alone. This is what I was made for.